Good evening, viewers, and welcome to Premier Sport Fan Center. And this is our live watch along show. And today's coverage is on the EPL March the 22. March the 22 today. 3 matches going on in England simultaneously. We'll get to those matches later, but our focal match today is on Manchester United versus Brighton at the Old Trafford. These two sides have met 15 times in the Premier League meeting, and there have never been a time they draw. In out of the 15 times they met, they've never drawn. That is one history and one fact about these two sides. 15 times they've met, 15 times they've not drawn. One team must win. So let's see if history will repeat itself today, or if for the first time after a long time they will have a draw today. And this will be the 6th time Brighton have faced United in the Premier League, well above them in the table. Because right now Brighton is in the 9th position on the table, while Manchester United is in the 13th, though they were 14. We were in 12 before, but because of the matches played, so Manchester United is in 13 right now. So it promises to be an exciting one today. And we saw Manchester United coming from the front foot after beautiful display against Liverpool, and in the last encounter too. They won the last encounter 3-1 against Southampton, and it has been a good one for Manchester United coming from their previous matches. But again, let's see if they will continue with that run of form, because right now we know that Manchester United gradually becoming a second half team. They've been better in the second half in the previous matches. But today I'm not going to be alone to analyze these matches. Well, I have with me the great analyst himself, Shegu Shekelo. The great analyst. How do you do?
Good afternoon, Solomon. Really fun. I'm really good. On another beautiful game, Manchester United against Brighton. We know how this match is. This exact fixture has really been tough from both sides. It's one of those games we always want to come for in the studio. To know how challenging Brighton can be against any opponent. They are ready to play attacking football for the next 90 minutes, even when they've lost those derby. But that mentality is now we have Manchester United who had to dig deep and come from behind against Southampton the last time out. Now they are on the other side of this one, losing 1-0 currently. That should be a penalty. Let's see if the referee is going to do that. I think VAR should be checking that challenge by Baleba on Zizi. Let's see. But the players are there saying that was a fair challenge. I think the first one should be checked. I think there was a free kick on the outside before getting to Joshua Zizi in the box. But let's see what the referee decides. You can see the Manchester United players going straight to Zizi and having, giving him that touch on the back that yes, that was actually a penalty. It looks like it was a penalty. But let's see what the referee decisions will be. Like I said earlier on, it was Brighton who drew the first blood in this game, scored the first goal, and they are currently leading Manchester United 1-0. Cut before while we await the referee decisions on this, if that was a penalty. But that's surely a foul touch on Joshua Zizi there. I think I will expect the referee should give that as a penalty. Yes, it looks like it's a penalty to Manchester United, and Belaba has been yellow carded already. So this game is already lightening up at the 20th minute. It's Brighton currently leading 1-0, but Manchester United have the potential of equalizing from the spot right now.
Manchester United have the opportunity to equalize right now. That was an infringement on Ziggy. We saw him was on the scorer sheet in the last encounter, but gradually is becoming an household name in Manchester United with punching goals for Manchester United. But this penalty, I don't think it's Ziggy that is going to take it.
No,
but
it has to be.
It looked like Bruno Fernandes.
There's a first stress penalty taken from Manchester United. So I'll expect some Fernandes. Yes. Bruno Fernandes, the ball going up against Brighton right now. And I'll expect the Portugal international to put it into the easier to lose a penalty for Manchester United. It looks like this might just be the best opportunity for them to come back. But it's a penalty. It's from the spot, and anything can happen. The goalkeeper can have against Bruno Fernandes and have a good save. Let's see if Manchester United will be scoring this at home at Old Trafford. Put this in the back of the net to come back into this one. Referee has asked play starts. That is Bruno Fernandes who's standing from the penalty spot. And it takes it and
And
sends the goalkeeper the wrong way for Manchester United equalizer. And that is it at the Old Trafford. Is Manchester United who has just responded back to Brighton and is currently 1-1 at the 23rd minute.
Yeah, 1-1 at the 23rd minute, the fifth penalty for Bruno Fernandes for Manchester United, and he has scored all 5 penalties for Manchester United. Yeah,
5 penalties already this season.
Yeah. Wow. 5 penalties. This is the fifth one. It's 4 before, and he scored 2 from. He's using the both wing, 2 from the left and 2 from the right, and this one now he went to the right. So 3 from the right, 2 from the left for Bruno Fernandes. So that's a good one for him. So 1-1 at this point in time. So it's still an open game, in this encounter. Gradually begin to see Manchester United giving good account of themselves. In the FA Cup, they edge out Arsenal in the FA Cup. We saw them, they drew against, coming from behind to draw against Liverpool in the previous Premier League. And today, they defended Southampton, 3-1. Where we saw Amad Diallo becoming the third player in history to ever score a hat-trick within 10 minutes. The former players that have ever done that was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, formerly Manchester United player, and what is his name? The other number 10 that play number 10. What is his? He plays for Manchester United too. Was formerly Manchester United player. He also scored.
I think Wayne Rooney played.
Wayne Rooney, thank you. Wayne Rooney also scored against Hull City. He scored 3 goals within 10 minutes. So he has been the third Manchester United to score within 10 minutes. So the young lad already making history in the world of football.
All right, let's see how this game pans out. Because currently we're in the 24th minute and it's Brighton. After that crazy penalty given out to Manchester United, Baleba has to do better right there because that was inexperience from the Cameroon international to give that penalty to was equal to Manchester United. Let's see how they respond on this one. Back onto the wing to the Japanese speedster there, Kairu Mitoma on the ball there. Returns it backward into the hands of his captain, and still Brighton who are enjoying the better share of possession right now against Manchester United to say to regain or restore their lead back in this one. Let's say it's still a lot of time to go in the first half. We know how crazy this game can be. It's a big battle there between Mitoma and the Manchester United right back in this account. Manchester United will clear the line from Andre Onana, but back in play is Baleba on the ball there in the middle of the park. No, sorry, that looks like it's not Baleba. Let's see who was that. Yes, it's a throw-in as it's Delete who actually had the last touch on the ball there, and there's a throw into Brighton. Brighton with a chance to send one into the middle of the park, choose a short one there, and they look to rally around against Manchester United. But Manchester United will clear their lines and sends it back into the Brighton half right now, but still 1-1 at the 25th minute.
1-1 at this 25th minute, and to our viewers, wherever you are watching us from, don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed before, and also please remember to like and to comment. Comment and share this page to your friends who are soccer lovers, and whatever your thoughts are on this match, you can share with us. Also, let us know where you're watching us from, and also let us know your best player for the day. We have a message here from Paul Alikwe. He says, well done, guys. Manchester United to collect Wutu today.
Arsenal collected yesterday, so it's normal for him to think of another team to collect today also. Alright, as it stands right now, it's the 26th minute. It looks like it's a goal kick to Manchester United, and one man was back in the starting 11 today for Manchester United has to be Harry Maguire, who appear alongside Mrs. on the light, and Lenny Yoro in this one. So that means Lautaro Martinez dropped to the bench in this encounter against Brighton. It's a free kick to Brighton in the middle of the field there, and a look to attack against Manchester United. We're straight into the 27th minute. Let's see if that player will be able to continue this game, and that is Ayari, who is currently on the top and will be needing treatment. And we can see the referee looks like he's calling for treatment to come and treat Yasin Ayari, who is currently on the ground there. I'm talking about the Sweden international, 21 years old, is back on his feet and ready to continue this encounter for Brighton. But it looks like he's in severe pain, which I think should be able to reduce while the game continues. Yes, Ayari is back on his feet and ready to continue. And there's a free kick to Brighton, quickly taking and sends it back into the hands of his teammate Dunk there. The captain returns it back to the goalkeeper, Webergen. And Webergen will take a long one, tries to play in Estupenia, but that's when we get into the Ecuador international, and there's a throw in there to Brighton after Zizi actually intercepted that long pass from Vertonghen aimed at Estupinian. Yes, a throw into Brighton right there at Old Trafford, where we're getting straight to the 28th minute of that account. 2 minutes away from half an hour mark of football at the Old Trafford Stadium. Estupinian started on the throwing duties for Brighton. Let's see what he makes out of this. Takes a shot one, finds Ayeri in the middle of the box. Who returns it back to Estupinian. Manchester United regains possession, but Baleba regains possession for Brighton. And there was an infringement in the middle of the park. Then the referee says it's a free kick to Brighton, and that free kick will be taken there by Ayari, who some minutes ago we saw him on the top looking injured, but he's back on his feet and ready to start. Yes, straight into the hands of his teammate there as it looks to break out from the back in this one. Sends it to middle, finds Pedro there. João Pedro with the ball there, goes out to the one wing, finds Estupinian. Estupinian running through, and that should be a yellow card to Ugarte. Let's see if the referee agrees with me there. It looks like he's giving him a last warning and not a card for that foul on Estupinian. Looks like he went straight into the tackle and sold it into the hands of Estupinian, who is back on his feet and should be able to continue. So straight into the 29th minute. Yes, Estupinian is back on the floor there, and this is a player who we've always known to be injury prone, and we can see the Brighton manager there talking about Fabian Uzela having a word with the fourth official that should have been a carded affair to the Manchester United midfielder, but the referee says that was a fair challenge and not one capable of harming Estupinian. So it's a free kick for Brighton, way out of the Manchester United box there. That is about 50 to 60 yards out of the box. So this shouldn't threaten Manchester United, but we've seen Manchester United concede a lot of goals from set pieces situation in the EPL this season. So this might just be one of the threats to get a goal against Manchester United as they look to send this into the box. 29 minutes of action, a free kick to Brighton. What will they make out of this? With there, restore their lead in this encounter. A long one into the box there, but easily deflected there by Manchester United as they look to break out against Brighton there, and it's Manchester United in possession of the ball as it comes out into the middle of the park. Joshua Zizi with the ball there, returns into the wing and finds his teammate, who returns back to the hands of Lenny Euro as Euro comes forward with the ball there for Manchester United, returns the back, and Euro on the ball there looks to attack this time around. A chance for Manchester United to to reduce the pressure on them in this encounter. Sends it into the middle of the park, finds Ugarte. Ugarte tries to play in Amad Diallo, who is in the form of his life. Scored a hat-trick, 12 minutes hat-trick the last time against Southampton. Will he be getting that hat-trick again tonight? Let's see if that will be happening against Brighton right here at the Old Trafford. Returns it to the outside defense, finds Van Eyck. Van Eyck with the ball there, returns it to the captain, Lewis Dunk. Lewis Dunk on the ball for Brighton, returns it back to Van Eyck. Van Eyck will approach the Manchester United half and looks into the middle of the park. There finds João Pedro. João Pedro with the ball there, returns it to the wing where he finds his teammates of Vetman there, who returns it back to Eyck. Eyck with the ball there, returns it to the goalkeeper. 30 minutes of action at Old Trafford. 1-1 between Manchester United and Brighton.
Yeah, 1-1 between Manchester United and Brighton. That first goal came in the 5th minute, an early goal scored by Minte, an assist from Mitoma, the dribble professor there, and an equalizer by Manchester United through a penalty kick there by Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, an infringement on Zigzi, and it resulted to penalty. Let's quickly look at what is happening in other quarters here. We see Everton right now leading against Tottenham 2-0 in that encounter. The bad return of David Moyes, and Everton is gradually paying off for for Everton. Manchester United Brighton is 1-1 right now.
Good one for Everton. The better thing what we expect is to see if they can maintain that result. Tottenham, just like Manchester United, are also not having the best of season for them in the EPL. So you look at where they are currently sitting at the table. I think they're currently sitting 14th, while Manchester United are sitting 13th. So gradually, I think Everton are coming back, to the level we used to know them. I still don't want to believe that yes, this is the big form, because against Tottenham, you can always go out and attack against them and get a result against Tottenham Hotspur. But again, it might just be a manager bounce for Everton. So I don't really want to, get myself up about them, leading against Tottenham. But let's see how it goes for them in that encounter. I really fancy a victory for them over Tottenham, if that is very much possible in that encounter.
All right, and the other encounter, Nottingham Forest versus Southampton, is 2-0 already. Nottingham Forest leading at this point in time. Goes from Edison, an assist from Gibbs White, and the second goal was scored by Hudson-Odoi, an assist from Chris Wood, in the 28th minute of that encounter. So those are are the score lines in other
Yeah,
quarters?
two players who are currently in form for Nottingham Forest has to be Hudson Odoi and Chris Wood, who is aging graciously for that club. It's really good to see him score goals for Brighton. I think yeah for sorry for what's it called for
Nottingham.
Nottingham Forest. I think he has scored over 10 goals already this season, which is actually a good one for that 32 or 33 years old man. He's in the form of his life, coming at the like aging graciously like a fine wine. At the other side of his career is when he's aging. And yes, Manchester United attacking right now. A chance for them to send a cross into the box, but if they fancy allowing that roll out for a corner kick, and you can see the frustration on the face of Amad Diallo there because he thought that was going to be a corner kick, but the referee says no, it's going to be a goal kick to Brighton right there at the 33rd minute of that encounter. Is Manchester United still looking to come back to the top of this game as they currently currently playing 1-1 against Brighton, but they've had a better share of ball possession in the late embers of this encounter. So 2 goals from all centers in the EPL 3 p.m. matches right now. Let's see who is going to go into the lead in this one between Manchester United and Brighton.
All right, yesterday we saw most of the away team won their encounter except the game between Arsenal versus well, the Arsenal play against
Arsenal played against
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa.
Yeah, that was the only game that that drew. Yeah, they actually drew. But today is the home team who are leading. Everton at home leading, and Nottingham Forest at home leading. So we're expecting Manchester United at home today to also lead.
Yeah, let's see what happens. If this one is going to end in a draw. I fancy a victory in this one between Manchester United and Brighton.
All right, so the game is on, and Manchester United looking like the better side after they got that equalizer in this encounter.
Okay, let's see who is going to take the lead in this one as we're approaching the other side of this encounter. We're into the other side of 30 minutes in this one, and it's still 1-1 between Manchester United and Brighton. And still Manchester United were currently in possession and looks to attack Brighton. And Brighton will look to attack against Manchester United. Stupinian with the ball. They're spotting the jersey number 13 for Brighton in this encounter. Holds onto the ball there. Another fantastic right back on us there. Stupinian takes that and sends it back, sends it back to Lewis Dunk, the captain. Dunk will dunk it straight to the goalkeeper, Vertonghen. Vertonghen goes out wide and finds his teammates there. Talking about Vietnam, and they looks to attack. Returns it back to Van Eyck in the act of the Brighton defense. Van Eyck will come forward with the ball for Brighton. Returns it back to the wing and finds Vietnam. Vietnam will come forward with the ball. Sends a long one. Tries to play in Welbeck, the former Manchester United prodigy. But still Baleba on the ball there for Brighton. Sends it into the middle. Finds his teammate there. Baleba with the ball there. We go out wide and tries to play Estupinian. Estupinian couldn't get out of that, but Mitoma keeps ball in play there. And Amad Diallo was almost stealing that off the feet of Estupinian. So they need to be careful at the back with the loose ball. They are releasing to Manchester United because they can hurt them. Because you look at players like Amad Diallo and the pace he has in his feet, he can really hurt the opponent. So throw into Brighton, quickly take it there, and that should be an infringement. And the free kick, yes, rightly given by the referee, is the Manchester United player there. Talking about the lead who went straight into the feet of that Brighton player. And our center referee today is Peter Banks. Peter Banks, yes, who is charged with the orders of dishing instruction to the players on the pitch. Let's see if we'll be giving the player a record today, or will it be a safe game for the players. Approaching straight into the 36th minute, approaching the 37th minute, it's still 1-1.
Yeah, still 1-1. Both teams sizing each other, looking good enough, but let's see the table gradually changing. And if Manchester United is able to win this, definitely they will be coming to top 10.
Yeah, will they be coming to top 10 if they win this game?
Yeah, they'll be first half of the game.
Yeah, I think that will be in a long time that we'll see them come straight into the top half of the table. No, they'll be going straight to 11th position should they win this game because they're currently on 27. That will put them on 29 points. They'll still be on 11th position should they win the second half. But should they lose this game, they'll be staying on 26 points, which will put them rooted to the 13th position on the table. A clearance there from Manchester United, but I think he should be communicating with the goalkeeper better there. Adriana would have gathered that for Manchester United, but Harry Maguire played for safety first, and there's a throw into Brighton.
All right, talking about Nottingham Forest right now with this victory, because it's looking like the victory is assured for Nottingham Forest. and that means they will be sitting on third position, but the same point with Arsenal.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to give it to them. You know, last season they were struggling, and this season I think the players has really gelled. I remember 2 seasons ago when people were really talking about Brighton going into the market and getting over 40
Yeah,
players,
yeah, yeah.
and it was like everywhere was a disarray, looking like a marketplace in the old squad. But right now, you know, they've gotten hold of the players who are actually, you know, doing the magic for the team. Although was surplus to requirement at Chelsea, but you can see him at Brighton right now. You know, he's a new player for Brighton, and, you know, giving them that good action. Same thing with Ola, you know, who was surplus to requirement at Torino, but came back to Nottingham Forest, and he has since then been one of the most consistent right back in the EPL. You look at Alanga also, another player who was surplus to requirement at Manchester United, but found his feet at that Nottingham Forest. A lot of players you can measure. You look at what Prowse also. You look at Chris Wood. These are players who couldn't, you know, get hold of first team place while they have other clubs, but came to Nottingham Forest, and they've all meshed together, and it's giving them good, fantastic result. At the point right now, they are even looking like even a more threat to Liverpool's first
Arsenal.
position than Arsenal.
Yeah, of course, looking like more threat than Arsenal because hey, these guys are not stopping, winning all the games that come their way. You know, they are no respecter of any club, no matter how
Yeah,
big.
that is the best way to play football. It reminds me of Aston Villa last season. Also, when they got all of everybody unexpected, and, you know, drove the way straight into the Champions League, and they are currently doing very well in the Champions League, no doubt. But let's see how it goes for them, and that should have been an advantage to Brighton. And I think the ref, yes, okay, it's a free kick to Manchester United, but that stamp on Harry Maguire, who should be back on his feet now to continue this encounter. 39 minutes. The time is fast ticking in this one, and it's still Manchester United 1, Brighton 1.
Yeah, 1-1 at this point in time. So it's a free kick here against uh,
Brighton.
Brighton. Yeah, against Brighton, and quickly taken by Onana. And you know, though we didn't have a look at that first goal scored, you know, how it was scored. Probably we're going to give analysis of that goal. Probably which fault was he? Was it Onana? Was it the defender? Yeah, we're going to analyze that later. You know, move by move. We're going to analyze that, and you get to get all the information out from us. Yeah.
As I'm back to the goalkeeper, Vertonghen. Vertonghen, who takes a long one there, sends it into the other half, but easily cut, and won the area draw being won there by the young Lenny Euro. In the middle of the park is Manchester United attacking. Amad Diallo with the ball there. This should be Manchester United's second goal. Rolls the goalkeeper. What is Amad Diallo doing there? You expect him to roll that into the back of the net. That looks like a wasted effort there from Manchester United, because that was a clear-cut chance. I think the referee comes to the AD and says that was an offside decision against Amad Diallo. Yes, that is the right call. He was in offside position, but he should be putting that into the back of
You know,
the net.
he already knew it was off, so he slowed the pace of the game. He knew it was
No, it
off.
was not even. There's no. VR will have rechecked that, and probably
Look at that.
he might have not been offside position. He should be aiming at the goalpost first, rather than rounding off the goalkeeper and wasting the effort from Manchester United. But if that had gone into the net, it's 50-50 chances of it standing or being choked off for offside by the center referee. Like the game continues. Right now, we're straight into the 41st minute of that encounter. 4 minutes to go in first half regulation time minus additional time. Let's see who is going to take this. But as it stands right now, it looks like it's Brighton who are having the better share of ball possession with 64%, while Manchester United are reduced to 36% of the ball right there at their own ground, the Old Trafford Stadium.
All right, so Nottingham Forest has made it 3 at this point in time. So it's looking good for them at the 42nd minute of this encounter. It's already 3 for Nottingham Forest, and it's Chris Wood who made it 3 for Nottingham Forest. Riding, you know,
Finally,
on a smooth cruise.
finally got his goal. He got an assist in this encounter. And who else? Just like I said, in that game between Manchester United and Southampton, a serious striker will always get a goal against that Southampton side.
And the assist from Olaino.
Yeah, a serious striker will always get a goal against this Southampton side, and they are rooted to the bottom with just 6 points. So these are the side you just want to go into and aim for that 3 points. But you know, in that game, it was so abysmal for to say the Manchester United striker who started that encounter, talking about Rashford Ojlund. And it's good that he's on the bench there for Zizi, who I think, yes, Zizi might not be scoring, but his hold-up play is actually better, and the way he intercept play and play alongside his teammates is way better than what Ojlund brings to the Manchester United starting 11. Chris Wood is currently on 13 goals in the EPL, and that is about 3 behind Erling Haaland, who is second, and 5 behind Mo Salah, who is topping the goal scorers chart with 18 goals this season. Chelsea's Cole Palmer is third with 14 goals, while Alexandra Isak, who couldn't add to his tally yesterday in Newcastle lost, is currently second with about 15 goals. Currently third, sorry, with 15 goals in the EPL. So let's see how many more goals these guys are going to score. Brighton attack against Manchester United, looking for their second goal in this one. With that beat, oh, what are the Potter clearance there from the Manchester United defense there? And to deny their former boy there, Danny Welbeck, a goal in this encounter. It looks like the Leeds have to take one for his team. And I'm very sure Ruben Amorim will currently be sweating on the Netherlands international because he's currently on the top there, looking like he's a bit injured. We just hope he'll be able to continue this encounter.
Yeah, let's see. Hope he's going to be continue. Look at that part. A good one for Maguire. Is that Maguire or Delete?
I think that has to be Delete. So I'm doing that clearance work there. Let's see it again.
It's Dallo.
Let's see again. Oh, that was Dallo. And it was
Dallo.
Looks like that boot went straight into the ankle of the Manchester United player. Deletes there. Let's just hope the Netherlands, the big Netherlands defender, will be able to continue the second. I think he's back on the pitch, and that is a yellow card to Mitter, the first goal scorer in the second. Who picked up a yellow card for that flying challenge into the feet of Delete in that process. Yes, we're straight into the 44th minute. It's still 1-1 between Manchester United and Brighton.
All right, and you can see the Brighton players there. They know very well that Bruno Fernandes used to be furious whenever he's playing game, and you can see how they are, looking for his trouble. They're looking for his trouble. Pushing him.
Yeah,
they want
you have to frustrate him because you surely know he gets easily frustrated. So he's one of those players you can actually actually go against and or you can actually focus on. Make him get a card, and that is what we've gotten from Bruno Fernandes this season. And even all through his stay at Manchester United, for a captain or a player of that big magnitude, attacking midfielder having about 50, different cards since joining Manchester United is actually showing how indisciplined he can be on the pitch.
And most of those yellow cards is not from open play; it's just probably challenge on the referee, or unnecessarily. But you just hope he keep his calm today in this encounter. But hey, kudos to him.
I think he has kept his calm.
Look at the way the player, insulted him. He just smiled and left. Probably
mostly he gets frustrated
when they are losing.
When Manchester United is losing, or maybe when he's not getting the goal for Manchester United. That is when you see him easily frustrated for the club. There's a free kick to Manchester United right there in the 45th minute of this encounter. One apiece is the scoreline as both teams have been able to score. Bruno Fernandes equalized for Manchester United from the spot, while Minte scored for Brighton in the 5th minute. We're currently into additional minutes in this encounter. Hasn't really looked rosy for Kora Mitoma in this encounter. We just hope you'll be able to have a better second half. He crossed straight into the arms of Amad Diallo and hugged down the Ivorian in the process, and just dashed out a free kick to Manchester United in the dying embers of the second. We're waiting to see for the confirmation of how many minutes has been added on, and it's 2 minutes additional time added at the end of the 45 minutes first half regulation time. Looks like the referee is not interested in having much minutes to be played by these two opponents, and it's Bruno Fernandes who is standing on this free kick. We fancy an in-swinger, sends it across deep into the box there. That should be it for Manchester United. Oh, that ball was just asking for a touch after that nodded down there from Harry Maguire. The touch was actually, the ball was actually begging for it to be touched by the Manchester United players in the box there, but no one was able to get onto that end of the ball. Joshua Zirkzee would have been in the better position. Amad Diallo was also there. A touch was just what was needed there from Manchester United, but nobody could get a response onto the ball. Lenny Euro there also there in the process. But as it stands right now, I think that should be the way it ends in this first half. It's 1-1 between Manchester United and Brighton.
Yeah, 1-1, and you can see the two coaches on the touch line here, dishing instruction to their players right now. It's a tactical moment right now. Towards the end of the first half, they have to be in their best and not to go losing the first half. And you can see it's a Brighton now building momentum. A shot there, but the game blocked, not clear out of danger completely. Still with Brighton looking for a possible way to get that goal, but that one has been cleared out by Manchester United.
Yeah, I think Joao Pedro should be taking his aim earlier on than that, wasting the ball at that moment. Let's see what the referee. I think he spotted an infringement in the Manchester United box there, and I think it's Joao Pedro who went to the floor there. Just hope VR won't be having a check on something there. Let's just see it again there. Beautiful build-up play there from Brighton. It looks like it went straight into the players. There's no need for a penalty there as the referee allows plays to continue. I don't think there was any crash there. Oh, I think they got hold of his leg there.
No, there was no crash.
There was a contact. There was a contact between him and Ugarte, but I don't think that was much enough to warrant it for Brighton. The VR is not checking that and says that was a fair challenge on the Brazil striker there, and it's going to be looks like it's a throw-in. Yes, play has restarted. Joao Pedro wanted the penalty, but the referee doesn't agree with him in that moment. It's a throw-in there to Brighton. And that should be the last piece of action in this first half. Yes, and rightly is the last piece of action. 2 goals in the first half. The first one was scored by Minte in the 5th minute, while Bruno Fernandes equalized for Manchester United in the 23rd minute from the spot. And that is how it ends at halftime. 1-1 apiece.
Yeah, 1-1 at pace. It was a brilliant first half. It was a highly competitive first half. Both teams actually sized each other. If you look at the ball possession at this point, you see that Manchester United accumulated 47% of the total ball possession, and Brighton actually had a better share of the percentage of the ball possession, 53 out of 47. The goal attempt has been 4 for Manchester United, 3 for Nottingham Forest, and short of goal has been 1-1 at piece, short of goal 1-1 at piece. Yeah, and if you look at the corner kicks, no corner kicks in the whole of 45 minutes in this encounter by the two sides. That is that appalling guy. Then if you look at the yellow card,
probably they are not one of those sides that looks for corner kicks everywhere. I remember the Arsenal game yesterday against Aston Villa. Within 12 minutes, we're having Arsenal having 4 corner kicks already in that encounter. Really, really crazy to see. But let's see how this first half or how the second half is going to come out, because I think it hasn't really been a fantastic play from the two sides in the first half. They've not been able to got hold of detecting the tempo of the game in the first half, which I think they should be doing better in the second half. Mitoma, after that first goal for after assisting for that first goal for Brighton, has went vanishing in the whole of this first half. So they need his presence on the pitch in the second half, because he's one of those players that can create things out of nothing for Brighton. And for Manchester United, yes, we've not really seen much of Amad Diallo in this game. He has been kept quiet by Estopenia in this encounter, and he needs to get involved, because he's the Manchester United player who is currently in form.
And that's why you can see him changing from that right position and to the left. You see, I think towards the end of the second half, he went more of the left, playing from that position. Probably he knew what he's looking for there. So we have 2 yellow cards in the first half of this encounter, and those 2 yellow cards were against Brighton. Yeah, against Brighton at the first half. So that is some of the stats of this first half. So it has been a balance, not too balanced, but just a closely balanced game. Let me use that word. It was a closely balanced game. Both teams actually gave a good account of themselves. But 1-1 at pace at first half. Let's quickly look at the lineup. We didn't look at the lineup when we started the game. Let's see some of the players fielded by these 2 managers in this encounter. Let's start with Nottingham Forest, where we see the goalkeeper is Weberinger. Yeah,
that's Brighton.
Yeah, for Brighton, Weberinger. And we have the 4 defenders from the right back. We have Vetman, then Dunk and Van Eyck, pairing together. Then Estopenia is from the left back here. Then up front, defensive midfielder there we have Balabe and Ayari. Balabe already having a yellow card in this encounter, and also the scorer of the goal, Minte, is playing from 3 men forward. You're playing from the right, and Joao Pedro at the middle, then Mutema for the left. Then way back is the focal man up front for Brighton.
Yeah, good starting level from Brighton. It's really good to see Dan Welbeck back in the starting 11 after a lot of injuries and worries. But he hasn't really troubled the Manchester United defenders on this encounter. He hasn't really given me that performance I always expect of Dan Welbeck. So it's still a below performance for Dan Welbeck. I just hope he comes out in the second half and looks a bit better than what we've seen in the first half. The clearest chance he came through to getting a goal was that one that was blocked there by Dalo for Manchester United. So let's
Mm.
just hope and see what he'll be bringing to the second half for Brighton.
All right, in another encounter, Everton has made it three. The first goal was scored by Calvert Lewis and assist by Goye in the 13th minute. And the 30th minute, Ndaye made it two and assist again from Goye. Goye made having two assists here. And the third goal was scored by Gray, an own goal. Is scored against his own side for Tottenham. So 3-0. That's I don't really understand what is
Yeah,
happening.
it looks like there's a big problem somewhere there for what's it called for
Nottingham Forest.
Tottenham
Tottenham,
Hotspur.
sorry, Hotspur.
Because as it stands right now, I think Angel Postecoglou needs to be put on the hot seat right there at that club because they are currently reducing. They're sloping down the radar. You're seeing Tottenham currently sitting about 14th position. With the array of stars, with the kind of players they have in their disposal, you don't expect them, swimming in that second charts, of the table. Everybody will really want to expect them, or everybody will have expected them to be in the top 10 discussion, not in the 11 to 20 discussion. But just like the same problem Manchester United is facing, is the same thing Tottenham Hotspur are currently going through. Just hope that one day they come out of those patches. Chelsea were also there last season, where you could see Chelsea flying this season, which is what you want from every club you're supporting.
All right, and they're gradually dropping to relegation. Yeah, 15 points, 15 positions. Sorry, and right now playing against Everton, who is 16th. So yeah, so and Everton have a game in hand. Have a game in hand. So Tottenham Hotspur, honestly, I don't know what is wrong. They need to up their game. Yeah, this season they need to up their game, most especially in the Premier League. In the Carabao Cup already, then the semi-final, they have one leg in the semi-final in the final of the game. Yeah, one leg in the final already. So they are
I
doing.
think they'll get through it. Get through every problem they are currently facing. Because you look at them, they have a lot of football competition they're playing, and you look at injury hasn't really done them any favor this season. They have a lot of players who are out injured. The goalkeeper is out injured. In defense, they have about two players out injured. Same thing for midfield, and same thing down to the attack. It has really been, an up and down season for Tottenham Hotspur. I think they'll still get back to the Tottenham Hotspur we used to know them.
All right, let's look at the lineup of Manchester United, where we have Onana in between the sticks here for Manchester United. Three defender, the lead from the left back, Maguire, the lone central defender there for Manchester United. Euro from the right back there. Then Dalot, Melno, Ugarte, Mazraoui are the four men at the middle of the park there. Then Fernandes and Diallo. Forward a little bit, then Ziggy is the focal man for Manchester United.
Yeah, good starting level from Manchester United. Looks almost like the same starting level that played against Southampton the other day and got them a result. But what's it called? Lautaro Martinez, who is being restrained to the bench in this encounter. But I think it's a formidable starting level, strong one for Manchester United coming into this.
Right. All right, so let's quickly look at the bench before the second half resume. And time is ticking any moment from now, the second half resume. So for Brighton, where we have Adingra, the Cote d'Ivoire international, on the bench, and Siso on the bench. Gomez, Lamptey on the bench. Match on the bench. Mark Conville on the bench. Ruta, Sele, and Webster on the bench for Brighton. No, I think we still have big names like Adingra.
Yeah, no, I think Adingra might be one of those players you expecting to come in. Looking at the fact that we've not even really seen much from Minte except that goal to me. I think he has been looking a bit shaky in this encounter and has been caged very well by the Manchester United young star in this game, Lenny Euro. So I think Minte might just be one of those early suspects for me. So we can have Simon and Digra come into this account. Another name you have expected to start this game is Judo Enciso, but injuries haven't let us see the best of Enciso. Same problem we're having with Tariq Lamptey since he joined Brighton from Chelsea. Injuries hasn't given them that 3 minutes to have a fresh breath of air. So let's just see what some players will be bringing into this game. But I'm very sure one name that is sure on our list to come into this game is Simon Adingra. Don't also forget Jorginho Ruta is also on the bench, another player you can always trust to come into the game and give him a good account of himself for Brighton Hotspur. But let's see, Brighton and but let's see how it goes in the second half.
All right, 7 players on the injury list for Brighton. but no big name there. Whatever. Ferguson, okay. Gruda, Inchwood, yeah, Igor, Kajoglu, Milner, and Wafer. So let's go to the bench of Manchester United, where we have Anthony Bayender, one of the goalkeeper who gave a kind of good account of himself. Then Casemiro still on the bench up to now, not been playing for Manchester United. Eriksen on the bench, Garnacho, yeah, on the bench, and Ojlund on the bench, Malaysia, and Martinez.
I think they'll be doing better without Casemiro in the middle of the park because the long-term future of Manchester United is Ugarte and Kobe Mino in the heart of the middle of in the heart of the midfield. And looking at the possibility, I think there's a strong possibility of Casemiro leaving Manchester United for Saudi Arabia. So there's no point now starting him in the twilight of his Manchester United career when you have two players who are the long-term plan. Why not just play the two of them together so they can, form a better understanding, a combo in that starting 11. But I think they would have done a fantastic job to keep Casemiro out of the side. If you look at the performance of the young Lamine Yamal, I'm sorry, if you look at the performance of the players, I think let's see how it goes in this encounter. But in the second half in this one, I would expect Brighton to come out better against this Manchester United. They look a bit good when they started this game, but let's just see how it goes. I think that penalty is just the only problem they faced in this first half.
I recall that in the match with Liverpool, Manchester United actually gave a good account of themselves in the second half. Against Arsenal, they defeated Arsenal in the second half. Against Southampton, the 3 goals came in the second half.
Were they better against Southampton? Were they better in the second half? It just happened that in the dying embers of that game, the last 12 minutes was just where that spark actually came for them. I think it has to do with experience in that game against Southampton. And this Brighton side is a team that even has more experience than that Southampton side we saw in the other time out. I think that one goal difference was what really caused that problem for Southampton. If they had taken their chances like the one they saw in the first half, Kamal Dean Sulemana having about 3 to 4 chances in the first half where he lost everything. If they had been leading 3-0 in that encounter, I doubt if Manchester United would have come back to win that encounter. But they kept it open for Manchester United. They made it look like an open book whereby Manchester United can claim a point. And they didn't just go to claim a point. They went on to score 3 goals within 12 minutes. So that is the same thing Brighton needs to be wary of in this encounter, because this Manchester United side can come out against you, and get a result against you.
All right, missing players for Manchester United remain Evans, Lindelof. Evans is having muscle injury. Lindelof having injury too. Mason Mount having leg injury. But Rashford is coach's decision for him not to play. Then look sure.
Rashford is surely leaving Manchester United this January. So just like Casemiro, I think that is one of the reasons why they are not starting Marcus Rashford, because he's on the brink of a transfer. So we know surely this January he'll be leaving Manchester United. Same thing with Casemiro. Casemiro has a lot of offers from the Saudi Arabia League, so he is also leaving Manchester United. So I think it's better to take the two of them out of the starting 11, since they will be making making moves away from the club rather than destabilizing the starting level. Gatti and Kobe Mino has done a very good job, and they are the future of Manchester United in that middle of the park. So I think Casemiro is very much justified not to be in the Manchester United starting 11. Same thing to Manchester United, to Marcus Rashford. I think a player who might just be looking to come in the second half has to be Alejandro Garnacho. I really love seeing him come in, play for Manchester United in the second half rather than him starting. It brings a kind of bite, a different type of bite to the Manchester United wing whenever he comes in from the bench.
All right, looking at Maguire, which gradually becoming a regular, we saw at the point he was not used, always on the bench. At the point he was not even on the list. But right now he's gradually becoming a regular at that back line.
Even if for just 1 or 2 errors that we all capitalized about Harry Maguire. To me, Harry Maguire is one of the very best centre backs in the EPL. A formidable man, a player you can always rely on. Yes, the mistakes will always come in. No player is perfect in this game of football. There will always be room for those mistakes, but there's always room for improvement. I think they have a fantastic centre back with the experience is there. And you look at the way he has handled everything maturely, from him losing the captain armband, from him wanting to be almost be put to surplus to requirements at Manchester United. The way he has handled everything has really been top notch. So I think yes, he should stay at Manchester United and play more.
All right, he should stay at Manchester United. And talking about the Manchester United side, we've not had much of a transfer. Probably. Do you see Amorim bringing one or two this January?
Um, I think Manchester United are rather they rather want to wait till the end of the season so they can have a better overview and review of the team and knows which players will be making the move and which players will be staying, which player they'll be buying into the start into the club. Because looking at it right now, I think the best chance of them winning a trophy might just be the FA Cup where they are still currently playing. I think the Europa League is also there, but it's a big challenge to win the Europa League. So I think it's better they wait till the end of the season to make those signings rather than rushing themselves into the market and make all these unnecessary crazy buys.
All right, then. How will you rate Brighton in this encounter? Against Manchester United.
Well, I think they'll also be average because they've not created a lot of scoring chances in this encounter, probably due to Manchester United, keeping it a bit tight at the back. But they've not been busy, they've not been running through around the Manchester United players like we saw. Was it called? Like we saw Nottingham Forest. Sorry, like we saw Southampton. Did it against the Manchester United. So you expect them to run around the Manchester United wing backs of this encounter if they really want to get the goals. But while the unfold, and you look at Mitoma, he has been absent-minded in this encounter after the first 5 minutes of this game. Mazzori has really got hold of him in this encounter and kept him in his pocket. And same thing is happening on the other side of the pitch where it's the goal scorer Mite against Dalo. Dalo has also kept him in the shadows since scoring that goal. So these players needs to come into this game, and also João Pedro also needs to get involved for Brighton if they really want to get a second goal in the second half.
So any moment from now, the second half will commence. But let's talk about Welbeck. Is the highest goal scorer in the EPL for Brighton this season, just 6 goals and 2 assists. João Pedro, you talk about, has 5 goals and 5 assists. So do you see any of these 2 players scoring today?
Yeah, I think Welbeck and João Pedro might be getting a goal. One of them might be getting, or 2 of them gets a goal against Manchester United. I think the problem for Welbeck has to be injuries. It's just returning from one injury to the other. So just coming into this. So the match fitness is not really there. But João Pedro is a player you don't want to take your eyes off during a football match. So one of them might be getting the second goal for Brighton. If Brighton are surely going to get a goal in this encounter.
All right, the second half of comments. Let's see what the second half will unveil to us. Yeah, will Manchester United continue with a good run of form in the second half again against Brighton, or will Brighton, at the Old Trafford, shock Manchester United? Let's wait for the remaining 45 minutes in this encounter. I think we'll get to know those.
All right, yes, it's the start of second half of that game right there at the Old Trafford, and right now is Brighton. We are playing from the left of our screen, by Manchester United sporting and donning their home attire, the red and white jerseys, playing from right to left in this encounter. That's who is going to take the win in this one, or will it be ending in a full-time draw between these two sides in the EPL? And back to the goalkeeper who dishes one out there, still Brighton in possession, comes out from the behind from the back to look to attack against this Manchester United. Then they start in the second half just like they stopped in the first half. And here is Minte with the ball there. What will he make out of this? As Dalo to beat and goes out wide with the ball, cuts inward with the ball, drops a pass there, and still Brighton. João Pedro will drop it for Baleba. Baleba with a beautiful shots there, but that is not going to threaten the Manchester United goalkeeper as Andre Onana comes out wide to handle that for Manchester United. What a way to start the second half. Baleba almost making correction of that mistake he made in the first half to dash out a penalty to Manchester United. Look at that shot from Baleba. Looks like that was destined for the back of the net. The pace, the power the Cameroon international chose in aiming at that ball was actually magnificent to see.
Yeah, that was a heavy shot there, and you can even see Maguire, who blocked it with his body, staggered. he actually staggered and recovered himself, So beautiful shot from a distance. And Fernandez, what is wrong again?
I think the mood swing is finally coming into him in this game, because I think that was a bit wasteful from Joshua Zizi. He should be releasing the ball rather than holding it too much. And is it Manchester United throwing? Yes, it's a Manchester United throwing. So it's still advantage Manchester United, not like Bruno chose to waste the ball woefully in that one. He back in the out of the fence there for Manchester United. A long one there from Harry Maguire. Switches play and finds out Mazzori. Mazzori sends it back into the midfield and finds Ugarte. Is that Ugarte or Kobe Mino? Yes, that looks like it's Ugarte. Returns back to the player. Finds out Kobe Mino. Mino returns it back and finds Delete. Delete with the ball there. Chose to come back inward there and finds Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire comes forward with the ball for Manchester United. Returns it back to Delete. What will the Leeds makes out of this? The Leeds come forward for Manchester United as they look to attack against Brighton right now. But just to go back to Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire with the ball there finds Manchester United teammates and the Leeds with an overheaded pass there finds Amad Diallo. Amad Diallo will approach the bench, approach the box there and beats his man there. Shots there from Amad Diallo. That then threatening the goalkeeper and is off the hook there and is of advantage. Manchester United, who are currently taking the pressure to Brighton in this encounter, returns it into the middle of the park, and that was a pass eluded, and the Brighton player, the referee says that was an offside call. Straight into the 49th minute, and just 3 minutes into the second half, we've seen lots of events between these two sides in this encounter.
Yeah, a lot of events. Look at that. That would have been an offside there. Yeah, but
it's actually an offside call. The referee, I think the fourth official rightly gave that.
Okay, as an offside. Yeah, so but they got that one right. So it's going to be an offside against Manchester United. Quickly taken by Brighton. Yeah, who are actually that should be another throw-in. Yeah, it's calling for a free kick. It was tapped on, but to me, I didn't see anything wrong there.
I think that was a short stamp on that defender there. Let's see that again. Ooh, he got he actually got him on his leg there. Yes, Yari is currently down there. But he's back on his feet and ready to restart and play as we are getting straight into the 50th minute of action right there at Old Trafford. It's 5 minutes of action already in the second half of this game. And both teams still taking it to each other in this encounter, looking for that goal. Looking for that goal as they look to attack against each other. Sends it back to the out of defense. Finds the captain there, Lewis Dunk there, and Dunk will return his back to his teammate and returns it back to the captain. And the captain will take a long ride there, finds the goalkeeper, Webergen. Webergen with the ball there, drops it inward into the middle to his teammate there, talking about Vetman. Vetman returns it back to Lewis Dunk. Lewis Dunk back to the goalkeeper, who switches play and finds his teammates in Ayari. Ayari will approach on the middle of the park for Brighton as they look to attack in this one. Returns it back to the out of the fence where he finds them Van Eyck. Van Eyck returns it back to Vetman with the ball there, goes back to the goalkeeper Verbruggen. Verbruggen, what will he make out of this? Will he choose to go, but just to go sideways and find Estupinian. Estupinian with the ball there, drops it inward and finds Baleba. Baleba will approach the Manchester United box there, returns it back to Estupinian. Estupinian comes forward and we can see João Pedro asking to be given the ball. But Estupinian chose the short one there, finds Baleba. Baleba back into the Van Eyck. Van Eyck will come forward with the ball there for Brighton. Takes a long run there. What will he make out of this? The Brighton defender chose to go inward into the middle. Finds his teammates back in place. Dan Welbeck with the ball. Vetam with the ball and drops into Baleba. Baleba finds Dan Welbeck. Dan Welbeck being brought down there, but the referee, yes, and it's rightly giving a free kick to Brighton. We've seen Dan Welbeck score from free kick situation this season for what's happened in that situation for Brighton. So it's a free kick to Brighton, rightly given by the central referee. And here is Ayari, who will be starting on this free kick duties for Brighton. Let's see what the Swedish international will be making out of this situation. He looks to send one into the box. Will there be a chance for them to get their second goal and come back into the lead in this one? It's 52 minutes of action right there at Old Trafford.
Yeah, 52 minutes of action. And it's a free kick in a dangerous area right now from the right wing against Manchester United. You can see the signal there. Take a long one. Oh, it slipped. It slipped, and but hey, this is still a dangerous ball. And it's a goal!
The Manchester United players are having a discussion there with the referee, but João Pedro pulls that into the box there, and he puts that into the back of the net. And let's see what the referee decision will be. Will that be standing or will it be chalked off there by the referee? And you can see the disappointment on the face of the Manchester United player, João Pedro, the Brazil international. Just like I said during the halftime break, if there's going to be a goal for Brighton, it has to come through João Pedro. Let's see what the discussion the Manchester United players are asking for. Is that an offside?
No.
I don't think that was an offside. Yeah, let's see what they are calling for. I think they were asking that one of the Manchester United player was brought down in the box there. Let's see that again. Lenny Euro had the leg on that. And the first thing is you attack at the ball, not you complaining. that was exactly what Delete did there. He should be experienced enough to know that he needs to, defend his box rather than complaining. Even if you have a complaint, it's after the ball has gone out before you can lodge a complaint to the referee, not when the ball is still being in play. And that was what we saw there. Let's see if VR will be having a review of that goal. I think there's a VR review on that goal. Let's see if the player will be able to continue. It looks like there's a Manchester United player on the floor. But as it stands right now, as things stands right now, it's Brighton who has gone back into the lead. While we are waiting for VR decision, Bruno Fernandes having a word with the referee there. Let's see that again. Let's see what really happened in that situation. VR having a possible foul in the box there. Was there any foul? Was there any touch on the Manchester United player? Let's see. I think he got hold of his. Both of them went into the challenge for the ball there. Let's see if he got the ball first or got on the leg.
He got the player behind under his leg. Look at it. Look at his leg under the leg of the player. So
I think the referee will have to go to the monitor and to have a better view of that to see if that is going to be chalked off. I think it's a 50-50 chance in that situation.
So I think he got the player. He kicked him from behind his leg. So I think that's what the referee will be checking right now. Look at it.
It's not that leg.
Look at where the leg is. Look at it.
I think both of them went into the challenge there. They went for the ball there. Let's see. That's what the decision will be. It's a 50-50 challenge. If it stands, yes, it's a goal.
He got the leg.
If it's being casted by the VR, but it's not intentional. That wasn't intentional.
It wasn't intentional, but there was a contact.
They both challenged for the ball. But is there no handball there again? No. I think that if there was handball, it was after that ball.
As far and the handball was after the natural position.
What the referee
but I think the referee is going to chop off this goal because there was a contact on the leg.
The goal has been chalked off there by the referee. And it's back to 1-1. Yes, it has been chalked off by the referee. And Manchester United have themselves back in play there. It's back to 1-1. Says that was an infringement against the Manchester United player in the box. And I think they were lucky there. They were actually lucky there.
Because look at it now. It is clearer to you now. He kicked him under his leg. So that
it wasn't intentional.
Yes, football is not about intention. It's about contact.
Dalu was almost losing it there.
It's about the contact. So there was contact.
Okay, play back. Restarted at the 5th or 6th minute. It's back to 1-1 in that counter. And that was a rare scare against Manchester United when Brighton pulled that into the back of net through João Pedro, who had to wield off in celebrating that goal. But that goal has been chalked off, and the referee says that was an infringement on Dalu in the box. So game is back to 1-1.
Going back to 1-1, that would have been Pedro's 6th goal in the EPL for the season. But hey, no thanks to the VAR for chopping that one off, So let's see if he's going to get one again in this encounter.
Let's see if João Pedro will be getting one more goal back to his name in this encounter. And yeah, he's a Lewis Dunk approaching the Manchester United half, but chose to return his back to Van Eyck, who was the culprit in losing or kicking Dalu in the process of that. But Baliba with the ball there, comes in with the ball there and returns it back and tries to play in Estupinian. But Manchester United regains possession. I think there's an infringement there, but the referee allows plays to continue. Advantage Brighton as Brighton who comes out to attack right now, sends it to Vetman on the wing there. Vetman with the ball there, cuts inward and returns it and tries to place in his teammate there. And yeah, they look to attack against Manchester United, returns it back and still finds his teammate across into the box there. But this one is not going to threaten Andrew Onana, who gathers that comfortably. It's 57 minutes of action. 1-1 still the scoreline at Old Trafford. 3 minutes away from 1 hour of mark of football today.
Yeah. Just 3 minutes to 1 hour. And it's still 1-1 in that encounter. Good one for Onana. That's a goal. I think to some extent it's not his fault.
There was nothing he was going to do about that goal. There was nothing he could have done about that goal. It's just a culprit of conceding lots of goals. And sometimes it's defensive errors that makes him concede some goals. So it's not really his problem at Manchester United. But hey, who is going to get the blame? It's always the goalkeeper who will always take the blames for those kind of goals conceded. And away from the Manchester United game, it's still 3-0 right there at the Goodison Park in that game between Everton and Tottenham Hotspur. And that one between Nottingham Forest and Southampton. That game is also in the 59th minute. It's still Nottingham Forest leading 3-0 in that one. And also in the Spanish La Liga, it's just 2 minutes gone in that game. Las Palmas are leading against Real Madrid 1-0 in that encounter.
Oh, Hala Madrid. Hala Madrid. What is happening in Madrid? is gradually becoming an ordinary team. This season probably.
No, but they're still right there, in competition
Top of it,
for
yeah, still right in
for the
top.
title. So anything can still happen. It will have been a title. I think Barcelona will have won, without any problem. But also they also found themselves one into the box there, but that ball missed every legs in the box there, as the Leeds was the closest to getting a leg onto that ball. But that eluded on the feet of the Netherlands international, and it's going to be a goal kick to Brighton in this encounter. 58 minutes of action already, approaching the 59th minute, and it's still 1-1 between Manchester United and Brighton.
All right, seeing Amorim settling for Ziggy as the up front, as a man up front. To me, I just want to. Is it as a result of a rotation? Probably a Ojlo start today, and in the second half, so Ziggy come, or is it that Ziggy has been the better striker than Ojlo and the rest?
We've seen the games Ojlund has started. I think Zizi has had more impact than Ojlund in games for Manchester United. Look at, for example, that FA Cup tie against against Arsenal. When Zizi came in, he had a good hold-up play against Arsenal. That is what he brings to the game. Ojlund can look so absent-minded in the game, and Zizi joins the midfield way better than Ojlund. He has good footwork, so that is an advantage for him also in this Manchester United side. The goals are just not coming in for him, because to me, I don't think he is a full-fledged 9 or a full-fledged or traditional striker. But his older play is fantastic.
And it's a moment for Brighton where they make it 2 again inside the box
team.
there. What did he do? You see Weber sent across and
what a chance and what a goal is Mitoma with his second goal for Brighton. And this is going to start. What was the Manchester United defender doing there? We have to ask that questions. Where were they in the box to free Mitoma on the last edge or the edge of the box, and he put that into the back of the net. Harry Maguire needs that energy booster there as he went to take an energy drink there. What a goal from the Japanese speedster Kairo Mitoma there for Brighton's second goal against Manchester United at Old Trafford. And it's Manchester United who are back trailing against Brighton in this encounter. It's now 2-1 Brighton lead for the second time in this encounter.
What a goal, build up from the midfield, good link up passes. Now they send it to the right. That ball was sent into the box there, and they crossed to the right side of it, and they got that beautiful goal there. Mitoma.
Mite with the assist there.
Look at that. Oh, look at them.
That was Mazzari there. I think that's Mazzari who actually went crashing against
my
the
goodness.
wood there. But this one is going to stand. It's going to stand. It's going to stand. There's no problem cancelling this. I think he came up the way from the rear side of Mazzari. That was his last leg. Putting onto that. And I think let me see. I think Onana should be doing better there. He had every chance of challenging the ball, going straight to the ball there, but he allowed it and for his teammate to get hold of that. And it's hot Manchester United at the end of the day. And it's just 1 minute gone in that encounter. And also in that game between Nottingham Forest and Southampton. Southampton have pulled one back through Bednarek, the captain, in the 60th minute. So it's now Nottingham Forest 3, Southampton 1 in that encounter. Let's see if they can rally back in that game. Right now, a team who needs to rally back for the next 29 minutes of this encounter is Manchester United, as they are now currently trailing 2-1 against Brighton at home.
All right, Mitoma has scored back-to-back in the other encounter. He actually had his name registered.
Funny enough, to think he has been quiet in this game. We've not really seen much of him in this encounter, but a player you can always expect. And that is what he has done for Manchester United. And yes, Manchester United will be throwing in a player, Alejandro Garnacho, into this encounter for the remaining 28 minutes of this encounter. That is a needed substitution, because the force hasn't really been there from the wing for Manchester United. They need to come out against Brighton to attack against them if they really want to get a goal in this one. And that was easily returned back to who is not going to make any mistake from that. Returns it to Kobe Mino in the middle. Kobe Mino finds his teammate. Manchester United attacking right now, and it's the captain there who sends it back into the part of Zizi. Zizi to Kobe Mino. Kobe Mino almost bullied off the ball there, but chose to drop a pass to his teammate. Finds his teammate in the middle, deletes. And the late we go straight to the wing and finds Amad Diallo, who returns it back to delete. As Manchester United attacking, chasing this game, chasing equalizer in this one against Brighton. They have about 27 more minutes to do that in this encounter. They take the pressure to Brighton and see if they can get a goal. But the difference between Brighton and Southampton is that if you're giving Brighton that much space like they gave to Southampton that day, they are really going to have themselves to blame in this encounter. Yes, Dalo with the ball there as he approaches the Brighton box there, and he has a Brighton player to beat and cuts inward with the ball there, releases it straight for his teammate there. Weakened effort there from the captain, Bruno Fernandes. Wasteful effort there from the Portuguese international. You would have expected more from an experienced player like him, but he chose to waste that effort from Manchester United. Currently, they trade 2-1 in this encounter as we're approaching the 64th minute of that encounter. But anything can still happen. They can still come back in this one.
Yeah, they can still come back. See time. A lot of time here. Still having 25 minutes, excluding additional time. So
we've seen 2 substitutions already. This is Toby Collier, who has been thrown into this encounter as Ugarte Maino being replaced again in this encounter, just like we saw it in that game against Southampton. The first substitution was Kobe Maino being withdrawn at the early stages of the second half. That was it was an halftime break, halftime substitution in that game. Sorry for Toby Collier, who came in to replace him in that encounter. And same thing we've seen today, both Alejandro Garnacho and Toby coming into this encounter, replacing the 2 midfielders. So we'll be having a new face of this Manchester United midfield. Toby will be sitting right there at the base of the defense of the midfield. Sorry, while we'll be looking at having that Amad Diallo, Zizi, and probably Bruno Fernandes attacking. So it's looking more like a 4-3-3 formation for the remaining 25 minutes of this action. So let's see how they respond in this game. It worked for them against Southampton. Will it work that magic again against Brighton? But for how long? For how many games would they have to chase a game from behind to come back and win?
All right, one day they may not be lucky, but I just hope it's not today. All right, Milankovic made it 4 for Nottingham Forest, but right now that goal is under review, by the VAR. So let's wait for the final decision of the VAR.
Okay, so while we are with the final decision of VAR, if that goal is going to stand, this match currently chasing this one against Brighton, looking for a goal. It's a corner kick to Manchester United. It's the first corner kick in this game, for Christ's sake. And we have on 2 in quick succession. It's the second corner kick for Manchester United, and that was a one push to safety there by the goalkeeper, Vertonghen there. So let's see what they make out of this corner kick. If we had waited this late to have the first 2 corner kicks in this encounter, it should better be turning into goals.
Yeah. So those who went for corner kick, if you have given over 9.5 corner kick,
you should start thinking of tickets.
You go for the bet.
And Brighton will look to break out on the counter against Manchester United. Mitoma with the ball, beautiful control there from the Japanese international. He has a Manchester United player to beat. What will he make out of the stress to send his man the rear way? But that was a good defensive work there from Manchester United. Amad Diallo to chase down the Japanese player there from eating Manchester United counter. Just like I said, the counter will always be a problem for Manchester United if they are leaving spaces at their back in this encounter. They need to do better this team.
Yeah, they need to do better, and that was a good recovery from Amad Diallo, who came from up front to come against Mitoma in that encounter. So it is Brighton looking like the better side even after going up against Manchester United in this encounter, holding on to the ball, stringing good passes and more accurate passes than Manchester United in these minutes of the game.
Okay, let's see what really happens. Will it be Brighton getting the 3rd goal in this one against Manchester United, or will it be Manchester United coming back and scoring against those Brighton side? There's still a lot of time to come in this encounter as we are waiting. It's a victory there. Manchester United looking for another penalty, and it was Garnacho who went to the ground there, but the referee this time around says, no, I don't care, and that is not going to be a penalty. Good hold-up play there from the Brighton player there as they look to attack one more time against Manchester United and chase for their own 3rd goal in this encounter. They need to get more goals against Manchester United, because when you least expect, this Manchester United side can surprise you.
Yeah, we least expect, most especially in the second half. Right now, we've seen them in their 3 last matches did well in the second half. But this one, let's see if it's going to be an exceptional one or probably a repeat of run of play. So it's a moment here for Brighton in the box.
Let's see.
That's
the corner kick.
The corner kick, against Manchester United.
That should be a corner kick.
Yeah, it's a corner kick. It's a corner kick. So gradually the corner kick are piling up, in this game. We didn't see corner kick in the first half. So more, if you had played more corner kicks in the second half, you'll be smiling right now.
Okay, there's a back in play there. It's a corner kick to Brighton. And they have a lot of those top players in the box to do justice to that. And we have a substitution about, so 2 players will be thrown into this game. And on my screen, I think I'm saying match. Yes, that is match spotting. For 7 years. It's that man who's just coming back from injury. Dan Welbeck was denied a beautiful chance of getting for Brighton against his boyhood club in the stages of the second half. That's what important block there from the Manchester United player Dalo, denying him of a goal. And also Mite will also be replaced in this encounter. He got the first goal in this game. Let's see what these 2 players will be bringing into this encounter. And I think, yes, Igor also been thrown into this game. Fantastic players on his own day. Match and Igor, right? No, yes, Jorginho being thrown into this encounter allowed us a lot of problem for Manchester United in defending, because I don't know how you want to defend against Jorginho, and at the same time you have to defend against João Pedro in that same box. It's really, really left to see what the manager will be making out of that. So both sides has made 2 substitution apiece in this encounter. We've seen Solimatch comes in for Brighton, and also Jorginho Ruta comes in for Brighton in this one. A corner kick sent into the box there and easily dispossessed by the Manchester United defenders. But Brighton will allow that to roll out for a throw-in as we're getting straight to the 70th minute. 20 more minutes to go in this one. It's still Brighton leading 2-1 against Manchester United at the Old Trafford. Let's see who is going to take this one. Will it be Manchester United coming back in this one against Brighton? Quickly taking there, but still rolls out for another throw into Brighton. 71st minute of action right there. We are now straight into the last 20 minutes of action right there at Old Trafford. Match with the ball there, takes a throw for Brighton. What would they make out of this? It should be throwing to Brighton, sends it into the box there. And what would they make out of that? Would that be a goal kick? Yes, it's a goal kick. Is it a goal kick or a corner kick? Let's see. It's a corner kick.
Looks like a corner kick,
to Brighton right there. From having 0 corner kicks to now 4 corner kicks. So if you are taking 9.5 corner kicks, probably you'll
be hoping.
Your prediction
you'll be
can
hoping.
stick up, because this is football and it can still happen. And we still have 20 minutes minus additional time still to play right there at Old Trafford. Brighton with another corner kick, and it's Solimatch who is standing on the same corner kick duties. What will Match make out of this? Will he be able to match it into the box and send it into the back of the net for Brighton's on top goal? They need a goal security in this one. And we can see the referee having a word of discussion with the Manchester United player. I think there was a push right there on that Brighton player spotting the jersey number 26, if I'm not mistaken. That is Ayari. He has gone to the ground too much in this account. And you can see that again. I think that is Van Eyck who was brought down there, and he's back on his feet here. He should be able to continue this game. Was that unable? Oh. It wasn't a strong elbow. It was just more about him acting and trying to put on the goal in problem there. But let's see if the referee. I think that the referee has good hold of that, and he is having 1 or 2 words with the players in the box. Van Eyck is back to his feet. João Pedro there in the box. Lewis Dunk there in the box. These are top players that can cause a lot of damages to Manchester United in the 72nd minute of this encounter of the 4th corner kick in this game. 2 apiece to Manchester United and Brighton. Yes, Brighton, what would they make out of their own 2nd corner kick? Sends it into the box there, but easily dispossessed there by the Manchester United player, but still Brighton in possession of the ball. Manchester United will finally clear their lines, and it's a long goal there. Yeah, might just be a chance for Manchester United to eat out on the counter there. Baleba doing the magic in the middle of the park and taking the Manchester United players a piece. I think that should be a free kick, but the referee is he allowing play to continue? No, it's a free kick against that should be a yellow card to Toby Collier there.
So the player is down. It's a free kick. Well, let's see if the referee will be giving out a yellow card in this.
I think there should be a yellow card. There should be a yellow card. That is a yellow card, and it's right there in front of the referee. And he allows players to continue there without dishing out a yellow to that Manchester United player, Toby Collier. Brighton back in possession right there as we're approaching the 73rd minute of this account. Takes a long one. That should be an offside call. Still Brighton in possession of the ball. Yes, and the referee rightly calls that an offside.
Yeah, there's a clear offside there, and it's going to stand. That offside is going to stand. So you can see Maureen. Yeah, worried, and calculating. Let's see if this that dying embers, we work for them today. You know, they know how to score late goals. Let's see if they will get another late goal today in the Old Trafford. But anyway, in other features, in other encounter ongoing right now, we've seen 3 of these matches recorded 2.5, you know, in this encounter. So, to those bet company, and you can call us for sponsorship. We are here. We'll do the job for them very well.
Okay, you can hear that sound from the gaffer himself. Yes, if you're interested, we're opening to collaborations at Premier Sport Fan Centers. Back into the play where we are currently in the 74th minute of action right there at Old Trafford, and it's still Brighton leading. Manchester United through one of their messiah of late there, and is sending it to the balls there. And that was a big shot there from the Manchester United player there, Zizi, but took a weak deflection of the Brighton players, and that's one threatening the goalkeeper. He's out, still Manchester United threatening there. And yeah, he's Amad Diallo with the ball. They beats his man. That's going to be a free kick, and the referee says no.
That should have been a free kick. He was brought down there. You know, this same problem with Arsenal, you know, creating the chances, and you get to the box, take the shot, send it to the bodies of the players in the box. You know, so we've seen like three occasions now. I've seen Amad Diallo from the right, you know, driving into the 18 balls, get the pass to the players. All they will do just play it to the bodies of the players. They should be clinical in front of goal. At least if you do 1, 2, 3. If you do 1, 2. If you miss one, miss the second one, the third one, you should not miss it.
I think that is one thing they need to be in this game. They need to be clinical in this game. They've not really been clinical enough in this encounter, so it has really been at their own disadvantage. And that is one thing Brighton has come into this game with. They've been clinical in front of goal, presented with good, beautiful chances to put the ball into the back of the net, and twice they put it into the back of the net. Let's see if Manchester United will be coming back in this one, or will it be Brighton who are currently attacking against Manchester United coming back for their third goal in this encounter. Yes, Brighton attacking.
Moment for Brighton and the shot.
Oh, no, Brighton! Oh! What a mistake, and it's Jorginho Ruta who has pulled that into the back of the net. And for the third time, Brighton are putting it, for the fourth time in this game, Brighton are putting the ball into the back of the net. But for the third time in this game, it counts as a goal for Brighton. What a game of football. We can see the Manchester United fans are already making their way out of the stadium. Andre Onana, the culprit this time around.
This time around, no excuse for Andre Onana. It is clear this is his own fault. You know, he had that ball with him. He had the opportunity to hold on to the ball, but he couldn't hold it once. And after losing that ball, he was just busy tying his shoes.
You know, just like I say, you have to put it in the back of the net. And you look at Manchester United, they are not really creating chances against this side. They are not creating chances. Brighton, each time they come out to attack in this encounter, looks more destined and looks more, you know, like the team that really wants to score. Look at that. He really fumbled that. There was no need to fumble that ball from Andre Onana. This has to be his first big mistake in this encounter, and it's a costly one for his team, because he has just made this game look like it's a dead rubber game already. But it's a game of football right there into the 77th minute. Anything can still happen. Manchester United can still come back in this one against this Brighton side. What a game of football we're having. What a last 14 minutes of action we'll be having at Old Trafford. Old Trafford finally coming up to look more like a stadium of, you know, how can I even put it? I can't forget that adjective, but it's no more looking like at home ground. It's not looking like a fortress ground for Manchester United. It's not looking like more like a slaughter ground for the home side. And right now they throw by 2 goals against Brighton in this encounter, and it looks like a Manchester United will perish in and staying put at that certain position for a long time to go in the season. Yes, I'm still Brighton back in possession, and they are interested scoring more goals.
All right, interested in scoring more goals. Let's see if Amad Diallo will still be the messiah of Manchester United today, because this 3 occasions now he has been the messiah of Manchester United. You know, late goals.
That's the legendary Sir Alex Ferguson right there at Old Trafford. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know if I should say he's enjoying his game of football or he's having a bad day in office, because Manchester United are currently having a bad day in office. Still chooses his chewing gum. Okay, yes, I'm back in play there. 78 minutes of action at the Old Trafford. It's the home side, Manchester United, who are trailing 3-1, surprisingly, against Brighton. But Brighton has always been having the better side of Manchester United of late in the EPL, and the looks to chase for a 4th goal. and it's fast turning from a game of football into an embarrassing game of football. The referee allows players to continue. Yes, no, it says that was an infringement on Zizi and by Lewis Dunk, who dunked down the Netherlands international to the floor there, and it's a free kick to Manchester United. Good order play there from Joshua Zizi.
Yeah, good old play. Yeah, that was a rough one. I think that should have been a yellow card, but the referee is not ready to share the card right now. So let's see what comes out of this free kick from Manchester United.
That's what comes out of the free kick for Manchester United. The captain is standing on that. Bruno Fernandes, as we'll be looking to send one into the box, sends a long one there, but that eluded the Manchester United players as Brighton clears the lines on this one. And that is Brighton currently coming out to attack against Manchester United for a chance for them to score the fourth goal. And it's Jorginho, the goal scorer of the third goal for Brighton. As couldn't get hold of the ball there. And it's Manchester United who are back in possession, strategizing from the back now as they're chasing this game. But it looks like it's a lost chase for them. Where anything can see happen in a game of football, so we can't really say it's a lost chase, or we can't really say it's a good chase for them in this encounter already, because you don't really want to write a team that scored 3 goals within 12 minutes. You don't really want to write them off in this encounter. Here's a back in play there, still Manchester United in possession. Toby with the ball there, finds Amad Diallo. Every Manchester United fans will be looking straight at the Ivorian player right now to see if he will be the messiah in this encounter. The cross into the box there for Manchester United. That was easily cleared there by Brighton. While back in play to Manchester United in possession. But this time around is going to be a throw into Manchester United.
Throw into Manchester United. I think the pressure coming right now from the wing side. That is the right wing side of Manchester United. And Brighton becoming aware of that threat from that position, and they lost that momentum there. So it's going to be Brighton will be taking a goal kick at this point in time.
Okay, let's see what makes out of that goal kick. Is goal kick to Brighton in those 80th minutes, 10 more minutes to go in regulation time in this encounter. It looks like it's Brighton who are destined for a victory over Manchester United in this one at Old Trafford. Real Madrid has responded in like terms of getting the equalizer against Las Palmas in the 23rd minute of that encounter. So as it stands right now, it's Real Madrid 1, Las Palmas 1.
Yeah. Equalized by who scored?
I'm trying to see who got a goal for Real Madrid. The back in play there is Brighton Vector again, who sends a long one into the other half, and it looks like it's a game over already in this one for Manchester United. They'll have to take this victory, this loss, against Brighton. Yes, Amad Diallo, leader of the chaser of the comeback for Manchester United, but Lewis Dunk is not having any of that as it pushes that aside, and it's a throw into Manchester United in this encounter. Let's see what they're making. Other centers is still 3-0 between Everton and Tottenham, with Everton leading 3-0 at the Goodison Park, and Nottingham Forest still maintaining a 3-1 lead against Southampton in that encounter. Those games are also on the other side of the 80th minute. The equalizer for Real Madrid was scored by Kylian Mbappe, from the penalty spot in the 18th minute of that encounter. He restores he made it 1-1 in that encounter for Real Madrid. So let's see if they'll be going on to get the lead in that encounter. Garnacho couldn't get hold of the ball there, couldn't get a good control of the ball, and allows it to roll out. And you can see the frustration on the face of the Manchester United manager, Ruben Amorim. He doesn't really know what next to do with his side.
All right, you can see Manchester United fans right now busy cutting their finger with their teeth to tell you how pressured they are right now, and how disappointed they are. But this is football. It is not over yet. 10 minutes, and then let's wait for the magic of Amad Diallo, if it will happen today.
Amad Diallo with the ball currently there, chasing for Manchester United to see if they can get a late equalizer. But still, to me, if there will be more goals in this game, it looks more like it's Brighton will be scoring more goals in this one. Should there be more goals? But still, Manchester United in possession. Let's see what it makes out of this. We are straight into the last 7 minutes of action at Old Trafford. Manchester United needs a big response against this team.
Yeah, beautiful one, build up from Manchester United from the right wing, but that one has been blocked there, and it's a corner kick to Manchester United. Yeah, from the right wing.
Okay, yes, you can hear that sound from the gaffer himself there. It's a corner kick to Manchester United. And it's Mitoma who had to come back and defend for his team there. I'm talking about some player who needed to do everything needed for his team to keep them in that encounter. So let's see if they'll be getting more goals. Manchester United with a corner kick there, but easily deflected. They're still in play, still in a danger position. The referee finally said there was an infringement in the box as Garnacho was shipping himself up to take a shot there, but the referee says no, that ball has to be returned to the goalkeeper, and it's a goal kick to Brighton. Brighton making another substitution. Manchester United also making their own substitution. It looks like it's Tariq Lamptey will be coming up for Brighton, while Anthony will be coming. Oh, it looks like it's match. Is it match who is been withdrawn? Mazori been withdrawn. Zizi also been withdrawn, and Ojlund been thrown into this encounter. And let's see that substitution would bring for Manchester United in this encounter. They need to get a victory in this one, or they need to at least come back in this encounter against Brighton.
So in the other encounter is daybreak for Tottenham. They just got one right now in the 77th minute.
Glory be to God.
After 3 goals down, they just got one, and that was the 77th minute. That goal was scored by Kulusevski. So to make it 1 for Tottenham. So right now it's Everton 3, Tottenham 1.
Okay, yeah, that's one from the gaffer. Is Everton 3, Tottenham 1 in that encounter. Let's see if Tottenham can also chase a late drama at the Goodison Park in that encounter. But currently our focus match is Manchester United, who are currently trailing 3-1 at home against Brighton. That game is already in the 85th minute. 5 more minutes to go in the regulation time. We should be having about 4 minutes or 5 minutes additional time to VAR. It should be a throw-in or a corner kick. Yeah, it's a throw-in to Manchester United, quickly taken by the Manchester United players, but the referee is not having any of that, and says play has to restart from that throw-in back, and it has the players to return it. Yes, back to the goalkeeper with the Ola in this game. Andre Onana sends it into the defense there, finds his teammates there. Harry Maguire looks in what it's midfield, finds Toby, who returns back to Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire finds Lenny Euro finds his teammate there. Yeah, he's Dalo with the ball there. Dalo finds Toby Collier with the ball there, tries to beat Jorginho there, but Jorginho had but Manchester United back in possession, attacking Amad Diallo with the ball now. It looks like all the ball are being sent to Amad Diallo from Manchester United, but he has a player there in Estupenia to beat who is currently having a magnificent game for his team. Yes, Manchester United attacking right now, straight into the hands of Amad Diallo, finds himself in the box. But this will be a chance for Manchester United, but Vertonghen says no, not tonight. I'm not going to let you score a goal against me. Mitoma is going to clear the lines for his teammates. And yes, Manchester United back in possession. Toby with the ball there finds Lenny Euro. And Euro with the ball there finds his teammate there. And it's Manchester United attacking right now, looking for their second goal in this game with that beat. But no, there's nobody to put that into the back of the net. And you can see the frustration on the face of what's it called?
Harry Maguire.
No. Garnacho, who had to just shout at Harry Maguire there that he should be crossing that better for him in the box. Let's see if late dramas will still happen right there at the stadium, but it looks like there's no any late dramas in this one. 87 minutes of action. Manchester United trailing 3-1 at Old Trafford.
Yeah, 3 minutes to regulation time, and it's still a 2-goal deficit to Manchester United. So they need to up that game if they want to believe that there are possibilities there's miracle in football like they did in the other time. Probably we say it's a mistake, or it was they were a little bit lucky without 3 goals within 10 minutes. Yeah, so let's see all the struggles they are struggling with right now. There's no the possibility that they're going to get a goal here today.
Let's see if there will be any possibility of them getting a goal in this one. Brighton coming here with a 3-star performance against Manchester United at the Old Trafford. Looking to get a real victory over this Manchester United side. Should it end up this way, the table still remains Manchester United rooted to 13th position, but they'll be having 26 points, and that is about 20 points away from the last team on the table, Southampton, but just 10 points off relegation. So they are not really out of relegation battles or waters right now. Because should Wolverhampton defeat Chelsea tomorrow, they'll be coming very close to this Manchester United. But another team who is getting close to relegation is Tottenham Hotspur, as that battle between the 15th and 16th position team is really working and going towards the Everton way. And don't forget, for you to actually stay put in the EPL, you need to amaze around the 40 points. And talking about the team who is on the other side of 40 points right now is Nottingham Forest, surprisingly, who currently sits third on the EPL table with 44 points, and same points with second place position team, Arsenal. But Arsenal currently tops them with goal difference. Arsenal having plus 22 different goal difference, while Nottingham Forest has plus 12 goal difference. But surprisingly, it's Tottenham. When you look at their goal difference, yeah, okay, it has reduced today to plus 9. Because coming into this game, they had about plus over 10 goals. And you ask yourself the question, why had they're in the relegation waters if they're having plus goals? So it looks like they've been having a lot of defensive problem. But the first 10 of the table is really looking competitive, as Liverpool are currently the runaway leaders with 50 points and plus 30 goal difference in 21 games, having one game in hand, and it's a derby against Everton. So let's see if they'll be making their 6.9 points advantage at the summit of the EPL. But right there, we are straight into the 89th minutes, approaching the last minute of regulation time. Manchester United, I'm still chasing this one and looking for the equalizer. Not equalizer, they need to stage big comebacks in this one. 2 goals is what they need to stand a chance of equalizing in this encounter. Still Manchester United in position, finds himself in the box there. Amad Diallo with the ball there, spacing him, shaping himself for a shot, but he has the Brighton players to beat. Still Manchester United this time around. Looks like that was Ojlon. Yes. Oh, Garnacho, sorry. A wasteful shot there from the young Argentine.
Yeah, wait for short. And already 90 minutes. Let's confirm the additional minute. Yeah, in this. And already you can see Manchester United fans already leaving the Old Trafford disappointed, That's why the kind of song we used to sing in this area one by one, they don't go, and that is what Manchester United fans are doing right now. The stadium is gradually getting empty.
Yeah, the stadium is gradually getting empty as the fans are currently losing hope in their sides as we are straight into the last minute of regulation time. A moment from now, we'll be seeing how much minutes will be added by the fourth official to call this game. But Manchester United trailing 3-1 at 2.
Yeah, so let's see if again they're going to get this goal. What is the additional time? We'll confirm to you as soon as the referee identified the added on time in this encounter. So the other encounter, it is 3-1. That is the match between Everton, Tottenham Hotspur, and then Nottingham Forest. It's 3-1, and the Southampton about getting another goal here. So it's goal 2 for Southampton. So it's 3-2 gradually coming. Can they equalize against Nottingham?
Well, let's see if they'll be equalizing against Nottingham Forest. I'm very sure his side will be happy. Should they get an equalizer in that game, has to be Arsenal. They'll really be happy should Southampton get that equalizer. But funny enough, the funny thing about Southampton is that if you look at their game this season, they've actually played magnificent football, fantastic football.
Of course.
But keeping it safe at the back has really been a big problem for them. They crossed into the box of Manchester United, who are chasing the start of a lot of comebacks. So looks like it's an 8-minute additional time there added by the referee in this one. So there's still a lot of time to come in this one. They scored down 3 goals in 12 minutes. So they can score 2 goals in 8 minutes. But it's offside call there. And you can see the frustration on the face of the captain there. Yeah. 8 minutes additional time, and we're straight into the second minute of 8 minutes additional time.
Yeah, so 3-2 in that encounter. So if it is 3-2 here, I think there will be a glimpse of hope for Manchester United.
It's 3-1.
It's 3-1, yeah. So if it is like the Southampton 3-2, there will be a glimpse of hope for them.
It's still 8 minutes. They scored 3 within 12 minutes. So if you are dividing 3 minutes, 3 divided by 12, you are having about every 4 minutes. They average a goal at every 4 minutes. Yeah. So we have 8 minutes additional time here. They can score 2 goals within 8 minutes. So let's see if that is going to happen. But it looks like it's Southampton will have also scored the second goal in that game against Nottingham Forest. Yes, just like the gaffer said it. We have a lot of goals, over 2.5 in the 3 centers in the EPL today. Everton is still leading 3-1, maintaining steeze and composure right there at the Goodison Park. And still to come today is the game between Ipswich and Manchester City. Let's say if Haaland will be celebrating his 9.5 years new contract with a lot of goals against Ipswich. I'm very sure he wants to bang in those goals tonight to show that, yes, he's still that prolific striker in the EPL. And what a ton of action, a ton of order in that game between Real Madrid and Las Palmas at the 36th minute. It's Real Madrid who are now leading 3-1 in that encounter. Kylian Mbappe with a double goal, and Brahim Diaz scored Madrid's also a scorer in that one. Kylian Mbappe scored the first goal for Madrid via a penalty in the 18th minute after Fabio Silva got the first goal for Las Palmas. He scored the second goal in Brahim Diaz scored the second goal for Real Madrid in the 33rd minute, and Kylian Mbappe got a goal of his own in the 36th minute to send Real Madrid 3-1 ahead in that encounter. It's 90 plus minutes also in the two centers in EPL. The game between Forest and Southampton is already in the 90 plus minutes, and still Forest leading 3-2 in that encounter. It's a big minutes added in that one. 12 minutes additional time added by the referee. And Southampton were taking the pressure to Nottingham Forest right now. Anything can still happen in that encounter. And that second goal scored by Southampton in that game was scored by that big man, Paul Onuachu, scoring his first goal for Southampton this season. And back to our focal match, which is that game between Manchester United and Brighton. That game is already in the 94th minute of action. 4 more minutes to play. 4 more minutes for Manchester United to do the unthinkable. Get 2 goals against this Brighton side.
Yeah, so back to that match, Real Madrid is already 12 goals from Mbappe this season. Like joke. He's gradually getting the goals.
Yeah, he's getting the goals. Good on for him. But, the standards people put on him is why everybody still see him as like a flop for Real Madrid. Even with scoring 12 goals, everybody is still hammering on him that yes, he has been a big money flop for for Real Madrid.
All right, time sticking. Manchester United is struggling. Let's see. It's Brighton who want to make 2 substitutions right now. So. And you can see they will use this substitution to waste some time here, some seconds now, to their own advantage.
Okay, as also substitutions for Brighton right there. Or for performance from this young man who is being withdrawn for Brighton. And also, João Pedro also being withdrawn for in this encounter. Is João Pedro out and is Enciso, okay, we have João Pedro and Baleba being withdrawn, while we have Enciso and Gomez being thrown into the encounter to refresh the middle of the park for Brighton as they look to angle to the 3-1 lead against Manchester United. What a game of football. Brighton are on course for a win in this encounter.
Yeah, so Brighton holding on to the lead, and Manchester United looking for an equalizer. But hey, 5 minutes.
That should be a yellow card to delete.
Yeah, 5 minutes already gone out of the 8 minutes added by the officials. So 3 minutes and 2 minutes, and let me say 2 minutes and 10 seconds left for Manchester United to turn the game to their own advantage.
Okay, let's see if they can turn things around. There's like I called it's a yellow card there to delete Matthews delete the Manchester United defender there in the 96th minute of this encounter. 2 more minutes to go in regulation time, and you can see it on the board. Even the fans are fast leaving the stadium. It's Manchester United currently trailing 3-1. A long free kick there from Manchester United, and they hold on to the ball there. Brighton regains possession, looks to attack against Manchester United. It's Maguire who got the yellow card there, not Matthews delete. And here's a beautiful turn there from Brighton, looking for another goal here by just very chance for a 4th goal. That should be a penalty, and the referee allows place to continue. Says that was a fair challenge against the Brighton player, Mitoma, in the box there. There should be a free kick to Manchester United. Let's say that again as a Yari actually brought down Anthony and stopped that attack for Manchester United. But I think that Brighton player, if that was Bitoma, should have taken a hit at that ball rather than waiting to get a dribble over the Manchester United player. Here's Brighton in possession of the ball, looking to attack against Manchester United. With the ball looking to attack against Brighton right now. Straight into the 97th minute of this encounter, while we have just 1 minute left in this game. Who is going to get it? Amad Diallo beats his man there and looks to send a cross into the box. Though returns it back into his teammate. A cross into the box there, sharply blocked there by the Brighton player. Manchester United back in possession of the ball, attacking against Brighton right now. But Brighton regains possession, looks to attack against Manchester United in the last 2 minutes of action right there at the Old Trafford. Deletes with the ball there just to go back to the goalkeeper, Andre Onana, who is outside of his box right now. Andre Onana with the ball there for Manchester United, finds his teammate there and it looks to attack and initiate another attack against his Brighton side. What would they make out of this? Would this be a chance for them to get or reduce the deficit right there at Old Trafford? It's still 3-1. Brighton leading in this one comfortably right there at the Old Trafford.
All right, comfortably and still holding on to the ball right now, countering against Manchester United. Yeah, can they make it 4 towards the 9 embers of the game? Beautiful link-up play there. Can they get it? He has a man to beat. Yeah, but they've covered up with that one.
What's that?
Oh, that was a lackadaisical play there. All the opportunity he had, he has to bring it back to 0 and turning it to fight. Trying to buy time. And Manchester United player should be wise enough not to join the fight, because they're using all these things to buy time here.
It's time over already. It's time up already. There's a counter. That should be a yellow card to both players there. And so the match should be getting a yellow card. And probably get Nacho getting a yellow card for going into a fight that doesn't concern him. Let's look at that again. I think this was a necessary tackle there from what's it called from Lenny Euro. And just Lenny Euro who still went straight at the Brighton player, pushing him off the ball there. I think a yellow card to Lenny Euro there also. Let's see if that is the confirmation. Yes, yellow card to Lenny Euro from the referee there, and that is the confirmation. Frustration, coming into things from Manchester United right now. This should be the last piece of action right there at Old Trafford.
All right,
looks like it's destined already. Brighton taking this victory 3-1.
Tottenham gradually reducing the deficit right now. They've made it 2-3 in that encounter, and it's Richard Listen who has scored against his former club. Yeah, in this encounter. So, and the other encounter, Real Madrid has made it 4-1 against Las Palmas in the La Liga.
It was initial gaga for Las Palmas. They went to score the first goal in the first minutes, and after that, they've received 4 goals in the first half. And Madrid are right now not even looking to have a Messi on them.
And it's an hat-trick from Mbappe.
Yeah, first half hat-trick from Mbappe. Beautiful one to see. And it's full time at Old Trafford already. It's Manchester United who has been thrashed and dismantled at home against Brighton. As Brighton taking a victory, a real victory right there at Old Trafford. Finally, they're getting to make Old Trafford their own ground. And what a game of football we had today. 3-1, it ended in favor of Brighton.
Yeah, 3-1 it ended. It has been a very competitive game between these two sides. Brighton were the better side. Looking at that error made by Onana. Let's just talk about it a little bit. Why a player of that, a goalkeeper of that caliber, there was no much weight on that ball.
I think he miscalculated his flight there. That was what actually affected him there. It wasn't like it was something that was intentional from him there. It's not like you see every week from a goalkeeper, but you expect him to do better, but it's happened already. I think there's still a lot of clashes between players there. Then Euro needs to be very much careful there for Manchester United. I don't know why he's going to clash with the Brighton players. You guys have lost this game already, so just take your losing. What's it called? How can I put it? Just go out and take your loss in good faith.
All right, all the expectation we had, Amorim coming, Ruben Amorim, former Sporting CP came to the Champions League, defeated Manchester City. He made the hope higher, as we were, thinking that probably we come to Manchester United and going to perform miracle. But that time is still needed. Do you think it's time that gradually the players will begin to feel disappointed?
It's not over yet. Funny enough, it's not over yet. And
but some of these fans are not patient.
Yeah, normally football fans are not always patient. They are not the patient type that will give you all those time for you to build off. But I think the best thing Manchester United fans can do for this manager is to believe in him and give him that time that everything can happen.
All right, David Moyes again back to Everton with the first victory again, and against Tottenham. Sometimes we want to say it's a new coach bounce. But they gave good account of themselves anyway.
Yeah, they gave a good account of themselves today. If they get a victory in that game, it's done for them. Yeah, it's over already. They got a victory over Tottenham.
Yeah, it's over already. So, in all quarters, we've seen even over 3.5, over 4.5 in all quarters in the EPL today. So, it's really a goal fiesta in all quarters today in the EPL. So, your final take on this Manchester United Brighton?
Well, another disappointing game for Manchester United, but beautiful play from Brighton. They did the needful. Lots of needed victory over this Manchester United side. Manchester United are still rooted to the 13th position. Let's see how it goes in their next game.
All right, so what a glimpse of what will happen in that match between Ipswich Manchester City. A lot of people will think it's going to be a whitewash against Manchester City.
It's going to be a whitewash. It's not like
I don't think so.
It's not like they're going to think. You don't think so. But it's going to be a whitewash. Manchester City are going to take them to the
my own analysis is that at home Ipswich have been doing very well.
Against who?
Against Chelsea, they defeated Chelsea.
Yes, they defeated Chelsea.
Against Fulham too, they drew 2-2.
Who else?
How
many victories have they gotten from home?
Yeah, I think they've got 2 victories against Bristol.
If they've been good
against Bristol 3-0.
We are talking about the EPL, FA Cup.
So I think this is just recently they've been giving.
Nothing's happening in that game. Manchester City have been defeating them. 1-0 is not 2. I'm very sure of that.
All right, let's hope there's going to be high margin score line in that encounter. But football, football has a way of giving us what to talk about. So, thanks for coming to the studio.
Oh, it was a pleasure being.
All right, thanks to our viewer. Thanks for staying tuned to Premier Sport Fans at a live watch along show. Thanks for all your comments. Thanks for your like. Continue commenting, like, and also don't forget to share the page to your friends and to other soccer lovers. That is the best way you can be part of to help Premier Sport, to make it easy. Thanks for staying tuned with us. Don't forget to join us tomorrow. Another exciting football on Monday match. That is the match between Chelsea versus Wolves. That one promised to be exciting also. And we'll be seeing Chelsea tomorrow probably again. Maybe we're going to open the second book of Lamentation.
No, man. We're used to it.
In that encounter. So, if you want to be part of that show, join us tomorrow as we cover Chelsea versus Wolves. Good night and have a pleasant night rest.